In the vacation and short-term rental industry, the guest is the most important piece of the puzzle. Without them, we have no business. We strive to ensure the guest experience and stay is a great one. But being business owners, sometimes we only see things from one side. With each episode, we'll show you a look from the other side. Do you know what your guests really think of their journey? From booking to checkout. What do they really like and what do they hate? Best to listen and learn. Hello everyone and welcome to Guestplained, where I'm chatting with guests to discuss their journey from booking through to checkout, their likes and dislikes. The feedback will be priceless for your businesses. And today I'm chatting with Tarja. Hello Tarja, how are you?
Hello, Deborah. I'm fine. Thank you.
That's
How
good.
are you?
I'm very good. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me. So
Thank you for having me.
Oh, fine. Just a reminder that if you've forgotten something along the way, it's not a problem. And if you can recommend any improvements through the conversation, then that will be great. Okay. So I just want to start. First question was actually, how long ago did you leave the property that you recently booked?
I left it actually like a week ago. Okay. I was in San Remo.
Yeah.
And I booked through Airbnb an apartment for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go through those details shortly. But also, I just want to know, in this booking, how many people were in the booking?
It was just me.
Okay. Lovely. Now, I want to start at the very beginning of your journey.
Yes.
When you knew you were going to go and look for accommodation, how did you feel? Was it a daunting feeling or you were excited about the search? How did you feel about knowing you were going to start searching for accommodation?
Well, I'm always excited because it's a new place. I had only been in San Remo for once, so I was like, yes. And I knew absolutely, I had no recollection because it's been years when I've been there the first time, the only time. So I had no idea actually where to book. So I was just looking central.
Okay. And how many websites did you look at to look for accommodation?
Only Airbnb because I am so lazy.
Okay. So you only went to Airbnb for convenience?
Yes, for convenience. It's what I always use.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that there could be an improvement on the search process? I mean, obviously, Airbnb has a lot of properties in one place, and that was convenient to you. There are many other websites that have many properties in one site. Was there any reason why you chose Airbnb?
It's just that I've always been using it. I don't even know. You have this feeling that they are the biggest, that everybody is there. Now that you say that, I'm like, wow, I didn't know that there are other big ones. I remember this Interhome or something like way back when.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it exists anymore. But when Airbnb got there, it was like, you just went for it and didn't look back.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know why.
Oh, okay. Now, did it take you long to find the property then on Airbnb?
Yeah, I was going through because it's quite a lot of them, because it's so weird when you try to say that you want one bedroom, and they are pushing studio apartments for you. Mm-hmm. That is so weird. Or there is something that I missed. I don't know if I don't know how to choose this option correctly. So this is one bedroom means a studio. No, I want a bedroom, a separate bedroom, and that was a little bit tricky to find.
Yeah, so you find the filtering sometimes is a bit inconvenient. You're being shown the wrong things.
Exactly.
Yeah,
often, and I'm not happy about that. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
One thing that bothers me also, that I can't find the option of balcony. That would be they should put a little bit more options there, just to make it like, because we have specific needs.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, that's what filters are for. But yes, need to expand on those filters.
Yeah.
When you decided on a property, actually, even while you were searching for the property, did you message any of the hosts? Any questions?
Not this time, but sometimes I do that when because I live in Nice, And sometimes I've been needing a place for friends and family in Nice. Then I message them and ask if I can go and visit, and they normally let me.
Yeah, but do they get back in time, in a short amount of time, or have you had to wait in the past?
No, it's been really, because I normally book for several weeks.
Yeah.
So they are always happy, and during the winter time, so they are always happy to show me those properties. Yeah.
Yes.
No problem.
Okay. Yeah. Now, how easy would you say is the booking process? Did you book?
Well, it's easy. It's really, really easy. That's how I feel it. That it's like, I can't complain. It's just like, even for me, I'm not tech savvy at all. Even I can do it.
Fair enough. Okay, so the next step of the journey is you've booked it, right? You know where you're going. Now, did you get many emails from the time you booked the property until the time you arrived? Okay, did you get emails, or was it all messaging through the Airbnb system?
It was all messaging through the Airbnb system, and this time around I was a little bit surprised, because they did not communicate with me at all. So I was just, the day before leaving, I said, but you trust Airbnb so much? Oh, I do, because I'm a silly Finn. I trust people. So I trusted it's there. It will be there, no problem. They have a reason not to answer me, but now in the retrospect, that was not cool. They should have communicated with me better. So it was only the day before that I got like a message, welcome, and we'll be meeting you.
So hang on a second. So after you booked, had you asked questions and not heard back from them?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I just booked and I said that thank you for having me, and they didn't answer even for that.
Oh, okay. And you had to message them to get the arrival instructions?
Yes.
Oof,
I had to do that. Normally this is not the case though, but this time around it didn't.
Okay. And okay, so how were the arrival instructions? Were they clear for you?
Yeah, because it was just that we will meet outside the property, and that's exactly what happened. So no problem, and it was easy this time around. It was a very easy address to find, so I had no problem of finding it, and they were there.
Okay, yes, a face-to-face check-in. Okay, did you like that?
Oh, I love that, and she was even carrying my bag upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 floors, and you know, Italian style, the very stairs. And I was really that's always really nice, because that is not always the case though.
Yeah,
that they help, even if they are there, they don't even expect to help, but this one did.
Oh, lovely. And what do you like about the face-to-face check-in?
Well, it's so you can ask your questions. It's so much better. I'm always panicking when they are asking to use the what is it called, the thingy?
The lockbox.
Exactly. I hate those things. You get the code, but it doesn't work, and there's a system to open it, and it's I find that really stressful. Face to face, so much better. So much better. You can ask everything. There and there.
And was there a welcome book inside the property, or was there did you get access to an app for the password, for the Wi-Fi and things like that?
Yeah, she just showed me that there's the
modem.
The code, and there was no book. Oh, that's a pity though. But I love books, but they didn't have one.
And to use the oven or the microwave or the boiler? No, maybe not the boiler.
All that I figured out myself.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you first walked into the property, did you get any sensation of oh, this doesn't look the way it looks online, or did it look exactly how it looked online? Did you get any surprise, or was it all good?
The surprise was the view. There wasn't none. It was really like there was this wall, and an ugly wall. So that was, but you never get a perfect thing, and you always know that when there is no picture of the view, then you know that that'll be the problem. But in the end of the day, because I didn't know where I was booking, where I was going, because I didn't remember the town that well. I didn't know what was the best surprise was the location. It was smack in the middle of everything. That was like, wow. So it sort of compensated the thing.
Yeah.
So I was happy.
Oh, good. And did you have any issues during your stay where you had to contact the owner or the host?
No, not this time.
Okay.
The only issue that there was, which is so surprisingly often the case, was the downstairs lock to get in. You always have to have some sort of system. You pull and then you retreat a little bit and then you turn and you. And the first time it took me 15 minutes to get in before I could figure it out. This is, and I don't know why that is, but this has happened to me before, and it is so annoying. You start panicking.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. And then at the end of your stay, how was the checkout? Did you have to do anything in particular? Was anything explained to you what to do on the last day?
All she said, that she was really cool about it. She was just like, just leave the keys, close the windows, and there was no dealing about the rubbish, because the rubbish was in a little bit of a tricky place that was open only in the mornings, which was a bit of a surprise. Oh, that actually that I asked her about, because I couldn't find it the first time around. But she immediately got back to me and called me and explained to me better where it was. It was a little bit,
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's in the old town, so you just don't have your regular rubbish bin just outside. You had to really walk and find the place where it was. So that was a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
And because of that, I then had to. They didn't ask for me to take care of any of that when I was leaving, so I just left it.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. And then, of course, since you booked through Airbnb, they were hounding you to leave a review. So you left a review already?
No.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you leave a review?
I never do.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why that is, actually. I feel so lazy. I'm you get this with this is actually when you meet the person, when you meet the host in person, then you feel like, I don't want to complain, because it wasn't perfect. And yes, leaving an honest review to a person that you already met, so difficult to me. It's silly. It's totally silly, because I paid for it. I should be, able to do it. But it's like, if it was like somebody that I didn't know, like a chain or somebody, but this was a home. This was somebody's home. Yeah. You don't want to criticize them even if everything wasn't perfect.
Have you stayed in a hotel and left a review afterwards?
Oh, yes. Last time I did. It was so horrible.
Oh. Have you ever left a good review?
Yes, that has happened. Okay. Yeah. I have even once been like so surprised. But honestly, that has happened once, that I was like, this place is so gorgeous that the pictures don't tell the truth how beautiful it is. And this was in Spain. And I did leave a nice review for that.
Okay, so that wow factor inspired you to write that review, and it was a great review.
Absolutely.
And because you've met someone and the review wasn't going to be so great, you just decided, I'm not going to leave one.
Exactly.
Let's not go there.
Exactly. Makes no sense. Totally silly, but that's what it was.
Yeah. How do you find about being asked about a review after you have already left? You've gotten on with your life. Do you find it's a bit odd? You've got to think back about the stay?
Yeah, you're right about that, though. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You feel like I'm already left. It's behind me. There's other things, and I was busy leaving. 3 million things to do, and then you just leave it there. But I don't know when would be the good moment to do it. I was thinking that if like in the if there was a mid review in the middle of your stay, like if you book 2 weeks and after, how is your first week gone? How about tell us now? Then I might have actually done it. Because then you have time. You're still there. But when it's done, you move on.
Yeah. I actually suggest to people to send the review email on the last day of the stay, because you're usually checking in for flights or checking directions to drive. And so you're always online. And while you're sitting there, you know, you're looking around, you're still experiencing what you're writing a review about. So, but I like that idea about the middle of the stay too. That's an interesting idea. Yeah.
Like some sort of like meet review. It doesn't have to be middle, of course, but sometimes how has it gone so far? So far, so good. What's happening so far? That would be great.
Yeah.
I'd do that, I think. Because then you are there and you have time in your hand, and you know.
Yeah. And the thing is, I suppose you're writing a review about your experience and the property and the journey, everything so far. If something was to go wrong after, I suppose you already know that the property manager or the host, whatever, is looking after you. You know, you've already felt nurtured enough to write the review because so far it's been great, and you know they're going to look after you if something did happen.
Sure.
But
Sure.
mid-stay review, I like that idea. Okay, so one of my final questions is, who did you book through? Now, given it's Airbnb, okay, that's a big thing. But do you remember the name of your host?
The girl who took care of me was called Maria. And the actual owner was called Federica Bianchi, and I know that because it was on my door.
Okay.
It was somebody's home, you see. It was a home. Yeah.
Yes.
So
okay.
I never met her, but I met her friend Maria.
Okay. If you were to go back there, would you stay at the same property? Would you actually contact them and stay direct next time?
No. It wasn't that nice. It was nice, but it wasn't that nice.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
If there was one thing that you think lost 1 star, instead of a 5-star, giving this property a 5-star review, what was the one thing, or what were a few things that would have made them lose a star or 2?
Yeah, well, the view was so depressing. Also, and this is such a delicate matter because it's a personal taste, that I hate it when things are painted with dark brown. You know, it's but what can you expect? It's their style, not mine. I had to live with it, but I just found it really, really, well, ugly, to say honestly. And then, of course, because it's in the old town, the stairs were so steep. And it's really really a struggle to get up and down a little bit. It was not like, you know, it was not I didn't expect that. That they should have mentioned.
Yeah.
Because come to think of somebody who actually had like trouble walking, or had like, you know, wasn't in a good shape, you should tell these things, that these are exceptionally steep stairs. They are just not the ordinary kind, but they are really hard to climb up.
Yeah, so transparency in the listing about that architectural feature. Absolutely.
Sure.
It did say that there was no lift. When you booked it, you knew there was no lift.
That I knew.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, transparency in the listing. That's good.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, then you feel like more transparency, more you trust them even before you go. That they are telling me the truth about things, that I don't have to look for the truth in the reviews that people have written, because that's often the case, that you have to find the real deal there.
I think that's actually a very good point. I think you do read the reviews to see, what is the host or the manager not telling me? That's actually a very valid point.
Exactly. That's what you do. That's why you go through them. Like, what is it that she's not telling me, or he's not telling me? And there you normally find it.
Well, that's great. Tarja, was there anything else you wanted to add about, you know, your booking journey, or sites that you've used, or can you tell us any strange story of any stay that you've had, you know, the check-in or the property or anything like that?
Well, to be negative,
well, we learn from
what I hate, there's one thing that drives me crazy, that I wish that the hosts thought about when they put the pictures, because pictures nowadays, they are so important, right? Everybody's looking at the pictures. Don't put pictures of like flower vases. Nobody's booking, or candles. You know what I'm talking about? These like, tight pictures of a candle. Nobody's booking that because there's a pretty candle. Put relevant pictures that are actually showing the place. And then if you book in Paris, don't put pictures of Eiffel Tower or Champs-Élysées or Sacré-Cœur. You don't need unless your property is actually in Eiffel Tower, don't put picture of that, because we know how Paris looks like. We want to see your place. Put 20 pictures of your place. Don't put 20 pictures of Paris. That happens often.
Yeah.
And why? No.
That's great feedback. That's great. No, I like that. That's great. Well, thank you very much for your time, Tarja. It's been really lovely hearing about your story.
Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you would like to invite your guests to share their journey and so get some feedback on your service, please do email me at wave@theguestinspector.com. That's wave@theguestinspector.com, and that's inspector with a double N. I hope to speak to them soon.